You know, I keep on forgetting in these streams that I use a different mic for Discord versus stream, but welcome everyone to the second playoff match of the Challengers. This is James back on the cast, obviously it being my channel. I'm joined by a familiar face, and a face that has not been seen in a while, Max Velocity. And, well, hopefully we'll get this match underway. But this is 4th seeded Triple Trouble versus 5th seeded 3 Blind Mice. And hopefully before we jump straight into it, what is your prediction on this right here, Max? I know this isn't going to completely affect who's going to face your team directly, but that being said, I wonder, who do you have for this match?
I think the big wild card here was if Baby Fangs got to play on Three Blind Mice, but I don't see him here. So
Always.
I think I honestly go with Triple Trouble here because I think Baby Fangs was a big like momentum swing for them coming in halfway through the season, and he's not playing right now. So
You're right. I actually kind of expected him here. I think I last saw him on Roblox. At least that's where his where he was playing. So I don't know what happened here, but we are underway here with Three Blind Mice. I know, like Max said, Babyface isn't really here, but if he does end up showing up during the middle of the series, he can most definitely play a big role into what these people can do. But right now, me, which is I might just call him Moo for this, just because I don't feel like seeing me with like 18 million E's at the end. He was yeah, I'm not trying to do that. But or no, he's gonna try to lead a charge. I think may have just scored the goal. He did. The third pick in this past season's draft, or in this season's draft, has just scored goal number 1 for Triple Trouble. It was a great 50 though.
Someone is saying for you to turn me up on the stream.
Turn you up on the stream. Uh-oh. I'll try. I have no idea. Oh. Hopefully that works more. And just for good measure, hopefully nothing is actually frozen. That should be plenty enough for that. But either way, oh no.
Pinched right back into their own net.
Yeah, speaking of pinches, I didn't get to see much. John just tried to set his teammates up, and he ends up actually pinching into his own net. 117 kph. How about them apples? It is what it is, though. 1-1 is the scoreline. Three Blind Mice, honestly, a team that can most definitely surprise some people. Albeit I know Babyfangs isn't here. They have tied it up for Triple Trouble, who doesn't seem like they have the firepower to win, but can surprise anyone. As Best Ever has to make an awkward save. Yeah, great save. Ball does get cleared away, but not much boost on the side of Triple Trouble. But the Best Ever does have possession. Gets a fake. Couldn't get it around the other, but this might be a good setup. B-Red is there. A Killer Monkey was seen last season. I don't think he ended up playing in the playoffs. He may have been part of the Chaotic Crusader squad that ended up getting dismantled right before the playoffs, and that almost just went in. The follow shot will go way wide. And now Triple Trouble trying to break out their zone. Three Blind Mice have actually played well to keep Triple. They have played really well to keep the other team of Triple Trouble just pretty much in their zone. I mean, that's not a great touch. And that might have just been an own goal. No! Wait, it stays off! Oh my goodness.
And this has looked like a pretty slow Triple Trouble team compared to what we're used to so far. Hopefully they can pick up the pace and get looking back to their original selves. But
and maybe it's just a warm-up game.
With the talent they have with their Rookie of the Year winner, Moo, hopefully they can get things going back again. But and Three Blind Mice is definitely playing faster than I've usually seen them play too, though. So
yeah, it's been a while since
we've seen them grow a little bit.
Oh yeah, it's been a while since we've seen them as well. So maybe they've gone better. B-Red looking to set up. Best Ever does play it well.
Yeah, and B-Red was actually the first overall pick in this season's draft. So I'm trying to prove that maybe he wanted to win that Rookie of the Year award.
I know it was a little controversial. Like, no offense to him, I know it was definitely a little controversial. But I do feel like he might be a little bit either underestimated or underappreciated. He's actually a very solid player, and I feel like he's shown that through this whole season. That's just me. But the Rex right now, the team captain, almost put the moves on him. On the defender, wasn't able to.
And sticking with Blake too, Blake Reddick or B-Red, whatever you want to call him. I think one thing about him, and there's just a easy goal there by Best Ever too. But I think one thing about B-Red is, I think he's definitely a system player. Like, he's not a guy that's just going to come in and just carry the team to a win, but he can definitely come in and facilitate and make sure that he has a role on that team and gets his team wins too. So
yeah, and I mean, he's definitely known these people for, I don't know how long, but he's definitely known them for a bit. if for people who don't know, there was a time where Killer Monkey actually asked if he's able to bring a whole org in, and this is pretty much the people who he wanted in, the refs and B-Red.
Yeah,
So
so this team does have chemistry dating back before the season too, but
yeah, but they're gonna need to put that chemistry into use. Less than a minute, actually 45 seconds, and they do trail 1 goal. Triple Trouble starting to warm up a little bit. It could spell danger, and might have just done so now. An overextension may have just led to a goal, and
great
it
shot
does. Definitely a controlled shot by Best Ever. This over the defender again. I know they're down 1 goal. Just may have been a little too early to try and overextend. Still a little bit of time left, even now, but...
One question I have for you, too, about this series. This Three Blind Mice team finished out the season 2-8, right? And the only 2 teams that they did beat were the 0-10 team, Office Party. But Office Party managed to win a playoff series here in the past couple of days against the 3 seed. Do you think that might have given this Three Blind Mice team some hope to maybe advance to the playoffs as well?
I would hope so. I think it should. Especially since Azure Dragons on paper are better
than Triple Trouble. Yeah.
Yeah, even with the... I mean, I guess with the squad that Azure Dragons pulled out, they're probably roughly around the same skill-wise. But
yeah, for a team that could beat twice this OPE team that just beat the 3 seed, you'd feel like they could definitely have it in their minds, oh, we can beat this 4 seed, no problem.
Yeah, but it does get a little tougher. They do drop game 1. Triple Trouble wins the series, or wins the game, excuse me, 4-1. And something does need to be changed. They need to go back how it did go beforehand. And somewhere in the middle of this game, I'll be honest, I didn't realize Swish.
Yeah, I don't know who Swish is. Is that Babyfangs? Did he change his name?
No, that I think is a different player on Three Blind Mice. I do remember seeing something similar to that. Similar to that
Check
name.
our rosters real quick.
Probably Saxon.
Saxon and Icy are the only 2 other players, but Saxon's name, I believe, is Saxon.
They could be Babyfangs. I don't know.
I don't know.
I really don't know either. But we'll have to see what happens. Maybe this substitution will work out better for them. We'll have to see. If they do substitute him, he does. I guess the question is, for who do they take out at this point? Looks like B-Red. I don't know how much I agree with this decision. I do feel like he was the best player on the pitch for Three Blind Mice, but there is a reason why I'm not a team captain. So we'll see what happens in game number 2. Right now, offense back for the Three Blind Mice. Having the pressure, making Triple Trouble even scramble a little bit. But Moomoo's able to get the clear out. Gets a 50 as well, so the Best Ever will take it. He gets it over to the other defender. John Mike just has to finish it, and he does. Goal number 1 early for Triple Trouble. Great
and
pop.
So far, I think we see a little bit different of a change of pace starting this game from Triple Trouble as what we saw last game. I think they definitely played a lot more fluid in this first 30 seconds of game 2.
For sure.
Rough kickoff there, though.
Moomoo's at least able to get back to get the clear. John and Mike doesn't get the double though. So Killer Monkey moves towards backward. Best Ever has to get a touch. Got faked instead. But Moo, right place, right time. Able to get it out. The Rex trying to settle Killer Monkey. Able to get a touch. Now John and Mike and Best Ever both collide.
Communication there. Here's the real question too, looking into our playoff picture. Do we feel like either of these teams in their current state has a chance to put up against DOD, who they'll be facing in the next round?
I mean, it's always a chance. I always believe there's going to be always a chance. And I've said this before, Triple Trouble definitely has a chance to play spoiler in this playoffs. This is probably like the biggest spoiler out of anyone here that has like a somewhat decent chance. Not saying they will. I'm just saying there's definitely a chance for them. And Three Blind Mice, if they can get it going, it can most definitely happen too. But they need to get now
Good goal
2
there.
goals to at least tie this game, as the best ever was able to receive a feed off of John on the mic.
And I'm still not really sure who Swish is, but I don't think it's Babyfangs.
I do think it's Saxon, unless
It
it's
might be
Icy.
Saxon.
But I'm pretty sure it's Saxon.
It's not Icy. I know what his epic is.
I want to say it's Saxon. Either way. Oh my goodness, a double commit. Oh no.
Communication there hard by Triple Trouble. Just all 3 fell asleep in the net there.
I don't know what just happened here.
2 jumps and then just kind of sat there and watched it.
Yeah, John and Mike and Moo may have just put best ever in a very awkward spot. Not much he can do with that. With a good 50 by the Killer Monkey be able to put it in, but definitely miscommunication error. Not the first time we've seen it here, albeit it hasn't affected Triple Trouble thus far. Let's see what happens.
That's the momentum swing we needed to see from 3 Blind Mice.
For sure, the Rex is able to try to keep this momentum up. Swish is going to stay back. I don't think it's pronounced Swish. I don't really know how to pronounce it. I'm just going to call him that for right now until I get corrected.
Swish.
Yeah, I'm just until I get corrected. That's what I'm just going to keep calling him. I know it's not pronounced that.
Well, if he ever wants a chance at correcting you, the 3 Blind Mice is going to have to do something to change this.
Yeah.
Get this swinging their own way, or their season could be over tonight.
Yeah. Either wait to do it another day this week, or wait until next season. And that's not how you do it. You can't be getting these whiffs. I know it might be a little tough because this is Challengers, but at the same time, this is playoffs. You can't be 40 mistakes. We saw what happened to Azure Dragons. So many mistakes. And that's ended up costing them the series in 4 games. Speaking of which, Mumu doesn't get a touch.
John with a good save.
Yeah, but the Rex is up. Shot below! In what placement
right
from the
below.
Rex?
And I would like to say about this 3 Blind Mice team, I think Rex is a sleeper. And I think I know you said you think that B-Red's the best player on this team, but I disagree. It's Rex. Even if you just look at the stats.
I never
Maybe
said
in
he
that
was the
game.
best
Maybe
player.
In that game. Maybe you said in that game. But hey, let me go pull up these stats real quick. I think he fell off a little bit towards the end of the season, but he did finish in probably the top 10 in overall rating. He finished first in saves.
That's a goal.
So there's a goal by Mumu.
Yeah.
But he finished first in saves out of everyone in the entire league. So defensively, he was in the running for Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah,
I think
that's
he just barely lost out to Dummy Cool, but
yeah. Well, you say that. Yeah, you say that, and that was almost kind of a defensive blunder by the Rex there. Probably could have been, or could have gotten a touch, but didn't get a touch, and ended up leading to a goal. That's a great demo. Maybe Triple finally getting warmed up once again. I'll be at the Rex and Killer Monkey both double commit. Or the Rex able to at least stay behind it. I do agree though, the Rex is still a solid player, but that's just what go in 4-2 for Triple Trouble.
And there's still plenty of time in this game, but it just feels like a little bit of a dagger. Like you can't just give up that 2 goals like that in only a few seconds.
Yeah.
But they've got plenty of time to turn it around, but they've got to start now.
I do agree. You have to start it now. You cannot wait. Not here. You do not want to try and reverse sweep in general, but let alone in a playoff series where there's much more pressure to not lose and many more opportunities to make mistakes. You want to get to at least try to tie the series. It has to start now, but Bump will not let that happen. John and Mike will set it up for the best ever too. Great play. There's a great pass from John to Mike. Best ever. Read it perfectly. He is honestly the best ever. As I want to say, had pretty. I'm just talking about like this series. There have been times where it almost feels like he's been a little inconsistent, but this series right here, he has been playing well, playing his role.
He's had some great aerial control specifically.
That is also true, and well, his teammate Mumu
just doing Mumu things.
Yeah, his teammate just got himself a hat trick here. Another good feed from John and Mike. That's definitely not the first or second time he's had great feeds this series. We're only in game 2. John and Mike's facilitating has been well. And the goal scorers of Mumu and the best ever have also done well. It is
Yeah, and the way
just
that this momentum is swinging right now, you got to wonder if Three Blind Mice can even just steal a game back to get something swinging their way.
yeah.
It looks like this one's pretty much over, and their backs are against the wall, down 2-0.
Yeah. We'll have to see what they can come up with. Maybe another change could help, but obviously won't help this game. So maybe they could get a goal here to reclaim momentum. Don't know if Killer Monkey would have been able to get to that, but the pass to the Rex, and he
missed by the Rex.
Yeah, I don't know if the defense put a hand up in time or if he didn't get a touch. But the best ever Moo connecting. Now the best ever has a hat trick. 7-2, 11 seconds left. I mean, that was not a needed goal, but I mean, hey, you gotta take them sometimes, right?
And honestly, I feel like the dangerous part about this Triple Trouble team is that they're very equally talented. Like, there's not a carry, there's no solo plays. Like, they make good passing plays, and they make good. Like, if you're the opposing team, you don't know who you have to key in on every game. Like, John has that potential to pop off. Moo, as we see this game, can pop off. Best ever to this game is also popping off. Like, there's just like they can swing the ball around, and you're not able to just focus on one specific player. So
not only that, but you can pretty much interchange which side of the ball they're on, meaning if they're first or second man. Anyone can facilitate, anyone can shoot and score. Both the best ever and John and Mike apparently both had 3 assists. That's just a great example right there with the best ever. And
I honestly think the only thing that this team needs to work on is their defense a little bit. Like, I just think that they're a very solid team, and if they can start working those defensive rotations as well as their offensive, then they're a team to be reckoned with.
Yeah. But we do have to wait one more game to see if they can pull off the sweep, because this series is not over. Yes, reverse sweeps. Yeah, reverse sweeps are difficult. Actually, we have seen them in the playoffs. With last season was Swamp Gators and Sewer Rats.
Yeah,
but
they did.
They're still
one of the
difficult.
biggest chokes anyone has ever seen.
Yeah,
Sewer
pretty
Rats.
much.
Will this new Girl Scouts team do the same?
They could. Who knows? But right now,
And
we're focusing
very early
here.
goal there by John.
Yep. Well, getting himself on the board first. Maybe he's feeling that this is his time to.
Yeah, his game to pop off.
Yeah, and if you notice on the top left corner, B-Red just left. I don't know if he did that thinking that he's not going to play for the rest of the series or what, but almost maybe a troubling sign. Or, you know.
Good save there by Rex.
Yeah, just got there in time.
This is the third car we've seen best ever to in the third game this series.
Yeah, he just put on
Started
another
with
pass.
the Fennec, red tater to the Octane, and then now he just wants to close out with the Dominus, hopefully.
Yeah, that's not a good double commit, though, from Triple Trouble. The shot just sneaks by the post, and Swish is able to tie the game up. It was a great play to catch him out of position, but Three Blind Mice have been in this position about every single game in the series. They need to find something to break this little. I don't know.
That's
curse?
the problem. They can make good plays, but they can't make them again after that first one, and they just can't keep that momentum going.
Yeah.
Like, they've got to be able to put another one in the net now. Like, you can't just be like, "Oh, good job, guys. We did our job. Let's go home." Like, there's still a lot of game left to play here.
Yeah, pretty much. They have to keep trying. They have to break through this wall once again. They cannot just sit there and watch. But for Triple Trouble, oh
Great
no,
clear there by best ever too. Open net for John, but he misses.
that's crazy. So crazy. As John and Mike looks to get it clear, can't follow it up, but at least goes to the blue half. Switch gets a flip reset, but pass to the best ever. Doesn't cost him that time, but that was very close. But now, I don't know if Moon. I think they're troll. I think that's just more so of a troll. That just seems way trolly here. In which I would be very careful, because this is something that I've never been a fan of, being able to do this, at least in series. I mean, you do not want to underestimate your opponent in general. Let alone in a place where if you slip up, they can most definitely come back and beat you guys. They do take the lead, though. It's a great
And I would like to see 3 Blind Mice take this game, make it a little bit more interesting, but...
Oh, the firepower, especially with Baby Fangs, is not here. It's definitely could be closer, but it is what it is. 2-1 though, 3 minutes left, plenty of time to get 2 goals. But right now they gotta make sure they don't allow one first. That goes off the post.
Another one in.
That gets cleared away. Good monkey.
His rotation's looking a little bit off here by this Triple Trouble team. Looks like Moo tried to pass, but then John wasn't quite there, so he went to go for it again, and there was a little bit of a double commit. But
yeah,
that stuff won't fly against BOD as much as it will against this team.
Oh yeah, you can't be doing stuff like that against that team.
That'll fly.
Yeah, getting goals will definitely fly against any team, if I'm being honest. Moo was able to make sure he doesn't go into the orange half and just beat the defender into the net. 3-1. And I'll be honest, it is looking like Triple Trouble is going to take the series. I know it's very early to say, there's half the game remaining, but I just have not seen enough from 3 Blind Mice to really convince me otherwise. They've always gotten an equalizer once Triple Trouble scored goal number 1 in the game, but they just have never been able to score much after. But they need to do so here. They gotta break this quote-unquote curse. Be able to get another goal, but the best ever too. What a double!
That's a great shot there.
Alright, I guess it's not much of a double. It's a great backboard read, but the angle is actually impressive. Like, let's be honest, that's a great angle from the best ever. He is popping off this series. And honestly, I'm all here for it. The Rex. And he tried to start something, intercepting a clear, but had no boost. John and Mike is there. And best ever going to be able to keep it in. Kind of a double commit between 3 Blind Mice. Now John goes for the pass. No one is there, but best ever tries to keep it in. Moo also committed. He is up, going to try to buy his team some time. The monkey though is there. Can't get around Moo. Just a break wall. Nothing really has gotten past Moo all that much, unless he's been like out of position. But even then, there have been times where, just like that, he's able to at least keep the ball near him and buy his team some time. This whole Triple Trouble squad have been able to really.
Touch there by John, beats 2.
This whole Triple Trouble squad has been able to just play their roles to perfection this series. John not able to put out a net.
This by John.
That one, I don't know about that one as much, but that's gonna be a pass. A double attempt. Oh. No, Moo tries to put it in. Not gonna be the case. But it's 3 goals, 3-goal lead for Triple Trouble. I don't see 3 Blind Mice really coming back here. They have not had any offensive pressure.
Yeah, it's looking like 3 Blind Mice might have 34 seconds left in their season.
Yeah, I'm knowing on Game Time, he's always watching these games and taking notes. That is for sure. So I'm hoping he's been taking great notes, because if this team performs as well as they're doing against Bod, then that series might be a good one to watch. But right now, Triple Trouble.
Pretty much put it away.
Yeah, maybe an own goal to secure stuff. Yeah, pretty much. 2-goal lead. And I guess anything is possible. But Triple Trouble are looking to secure their date with Bod. We'll have to see what happens in these next 4 seconds. But definitely possible, I guess, that 3 Blind Mice win this. But it has to depend on the kickoff. But that kickoff will pretty much do it. Triple Trouble versus Bod. First and 4 seeds will face off in a second round.
Yeah, it's looking like the only real upset in this first round is going to be the OPE versus Azure Dragons, which is the game that should be coming up in the next hour and a half here. So
yeah,
you guys can stay tuned for that.
Yeah, OPE obviously beat Azure Dragons 3-1. They're going to be going up against Max's team actually in the Mount Lord Lunatics. That'll be way more difficult for them to overcome, or should at least. But I have no idea if that stream is going to be, or that game is going to be streamed here or on a Willix's channel. It depends on if he's available. But
Yeah.
that
It
being
did get moved back to 10, by the way. I know I told
yeah,
you 9:30. But...
I figured. But with that being said, though, Triple Trouble move on against Bod. That series will definitely be a good one. That game won't be happening today, but another will. Maybe on this channel, maybe not. But we'll have to see. But right now, that's to recap. Triple Trouble, Sweep 3 Blind Mice. And that will be it for this stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day, everyone else. Catch you guys in the next stream.
Yep. See you guys.